What is going on, guys? And welcome back to our weekly Lunchtime Live. If you guys are new here or you're watching or listening for the first time, this is our 1 hour per week where you guys can ask your airsoft and non-airsoft related questions on our live stream and get our honest opinion and information about anything you might have a question about. If you aren't able to watch the entire live, you can actually listen to it on Spotify, which is really, really cool, while you're driving. Just don't.
While you're working out. You can listen to it while you're playing Airsoft.
That is a big brain move.
Pop those AirPods in and just, you could flex and you could listen to the live. You could be flexing in two different ways.
That's good. That's good. Very creative.
Yep. Once again, I'm Eric. This is Wes.
Oh, yeah.
We're with the beloved Airsoft company, Amped Airsoft. This is the Christmas stream. Ooh, it's like, we don't have any effects, but...
Yeah, why can't we do the thing like on iCarly, where like random dancing, you know, and have like...
If I had a bigger studio, I would 1,000%.
Okay.
It'd have like the beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, I'd have a whole soundboard, I'd do noises and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Coming
we'll do
soon.
multiple cameras. Yeah.
Coming
That'd
soon.
be hard.
Yeah, we'll cut to like spaghetti cam. It's just a camera of like a bowl of spaghetti in the corner.
Somebody's
of the room.
footing it.
That's slowly like getting gross.
The Dan Schneider special, we'll just have no shoes on.
Schneider
We have a foot cam, a cam that's low, and it's just our bare feet.
Run it back, hang on.
Oh, yeah, we gotta stop. All right. But anyway.
Hello from Oregon. Hello from Pennsylvania.
No way, we get Eric again.
Yeah, you're lucky out here. You've been blessed by the. But Mr. Locker, your footage is also blesses my timeline as well. I do have to say, my helmet cover, I very much like it. I also watched your video telling me why it was inferior to your real one, and then it made me sad. But it is a good placeholder.
Oh. But here's a good question. We'll start firing these off. Can I bring an HPA engine on a plane?
Not on your carry-on.
Yeah, not on your carry-on. Please no. Flying with airsoft stuff is relatively easy, I would say. You do have to go through a few extra steps. Most airsoft guns, people will always recommend to check them in. You obviously check them. You don't carry them on. And usually you check them as a real firearm.
It's just easier that way.
Yeah. To try to explain to a TSA agent what an airsoft gun is just, you're going to waste your time. And the procedure they're going to follow is going to be the exact same. The only thing that cannot be in the belly of an airplane is your batteries.
Air tank.
Well,
Full air tank.
yeah, the air tank will be disassembled, so the head of the actual tank will be taken off of the bottle, so they can look inside, and then there's no pressure inside of that air tank. So what I highly recommend for any HPA user who's flying with a tank is have extra burst discs for your tank.
Absolutely.
And extra O-rings for your tank head and anything tank related, because a lot of those O-rings, they have been compressed and sealed for a very long time since their manufacture date, and when they get taken apart and put back together, they oftentimes leak, and then you might be SOL when you arrive at the airsoft field. So
We've seen it in person
multiple
happen. Yeah, it's good to have extra air tank parts if you're using an HPA gun. Like Wes said, just follow. If you look up TSA regulations on firearms, just follow those to a T, and you should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I've never actually done it. I actually
Yeah, they're right.
like. I don't want to do it, but I know the process.
Can also
I get worried about underbelly stuff, like period. That's like one thing that psychs me out is losing luggage, and to lose all of my items.
Yeah. I think a
in
few
air world.
precautionary measures you can take is have your TSA locks. Make sure you have them,
Absolutely.
because if you don't have enough, they won't allow the case to go onto the plane. And then on top of that, like Eric said, if you're worried about your stuff being misplaced, I mean, you've spent a lot of money on your airsoft stuff and equipment, invest in some like air tags.
Air tags are a huge thing that are so big in the flying world for frequent flyers. I mean, it's so useful just to see where your luggage is on your phone.
Yeah, so you could always do that as well, just as an extra fail-safe, and make sure that you have a pretty decent quality case as well. because I mean everyone's seen the videos of luggage getting.
Pelican Air. I mean, I know it's expensive, but the Pelican Air system, like all the Pelican Air line, it's very, very, very cool.
And if you know you're going to be flying a lot, it's a worthwhile investment. But yeah.
Ross, we are giving away that MP40, believe it or not, next week on the live. Which also brings me to my next point. Next Wednesday is Christmas Day, so we will not be going live unless you want to see the inside of my home. Just kidding, I won't be doing that anyway. But tune in next Thursday for our post-Christmas live when we give this bad boy away. MP40s are pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see what somebody's able to do with it, if they could do anything with it, but it's still cool. We got a little creative with this one.
It's very fitting. I've been firing up World at War, Call of Duty World at War these last couple nights. If anyone's playing on Xbox 360 or Xbox One, the lobbies are great.
Yeah.
They've been playing really well. And getting smoked by the MP40 again has been,
I'm sure.
has been a lot of fun.
But yeah, so tune in next Thursday, same time as always, just Thursday, and we'll be giving that bad boy away. What else? What else? I think that's it for that one. Go comment on the post, and you can still get entered to win it. It's pretty easy.
Well, the gentleman asking about the HPA engine was actually just talking about the literal engine. So we kind of...
I figured, but I still wouldn't bring it on a carry-on. I just, like... I don't think. I think it just depends with the TSA agent. Yeah, I still wouldn't bring just an HPA engine with you. It's just I don't know. Look further. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I know what I would do, and that would, to be safe, I would check it, just so it doesn't get confiscated or thrown away.
Yeah. Let's see what's this one.
Hey guys, I love the live. Thank you. I've been interested in getting a SEMA AK and upgrading it, but multiple top techs said they couldn't do full upgrades to them. They recommend getting an ENL or an LCT. Why is that? Well, I'll be the first one to tell you, your top techs are wrong. SEMAs can be upgraded just like any other version 3. They're basic version 3 gearbox, just like anything else. Unless they're referring to the externals, which LCT externals, you're going to have a hard time putting them on, but I have seen a lot of SEMA externals coming out recently. Your SEMA could be upgraded, HPA'd, gearbox upgrades, just like any other V3. And if you have any issues with that, send us an email. We can help you HPA it, or give you techs that will work on them. There's no problem with working on a SEMA.
Yeah. Yeah, SEMAs are great. Eric nailed that on the head.
Well, the people who won the Christmas gifts get an email about it. So Ross and I have been tirelessly working on that. Thank you for all the submissions. We got over 200, around 250 submissions. Out of that, only 15 people-ish are going to get something. It also isn't as simple as, like, you're just going to get what you asked for. It's a little bit more entertaining than that. I wouldn't have super high hopes, but keep an eye on our YouTube and our Instagram, because it's going to be a little bit more of a fun Christmas Day. We're looking to drop the video itself. Just keep your mind open for that one, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be more fun and silly than it is serious, but you still do have a chance at getting what you asked for.
Top techs. Who says SEMA can't be upgraded? More like bottom techs. Thank you, E-House.
Damn. I
I
read top tech as G&G top tech. If I hear top tech,
I do think of G&G.
top techs,
Yeah, that was the time. Remember the 416 that came out? They made.
Yeah, Dan had one.
Yeah, I had one too.
Yeah, those were awesome. My wish list is the best list. Well, Zach, you may or may not be highlighted for further approval. Not because you're going to get what you want, but we know we could screw with you, and I know you'll be here for it.
Where are we here? Make amped hoodies again.
SMH. Well,
I don't disagree either.
I think we definitely. I think I want a different amped hoodie though. I think we got to do a different one.
I agree.
We definitely have the contacts. We'll get on that soon. Amped hoodies are very nice. I think I have think how many iterations have there been of Vamp hoodies? Only one. Have we only done hoodies once?
Yeah.
Well, I have every iteration of Vamp hoodies.
Yeah, green and black.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Jody one. She wears it to the small amount of things she comes to every year as it stands behind the counter pole bash.
They're nice. I mean, like I do like having hoodies like that.
Yeah, no, they are nice. I
So-
don't even know where mine is.
Mine's somewhere.
Take the hop up. I'm just kidding. We live in a society. Bottom text. And for those listening, he spelled text T-E-C-H-S. I love that. That was a big brain meme, Eric. Thank you for blessing the chat with that. Oh man. I'll do a live. You should do a live unboxing. You should do a live unboxing and then send us the footage. Maybe that's something we'll do last minute. Is like encourage people to like film their unboxings, and then that could be a response video. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, we could live watch
Yeah.
the reactions.
Yeah. It'd be great. Yes, and Tower City printing can accommodate. I can attest to that.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's just been so much going on. It's very difficult to take the time to make hoodies. Not that we don't want to.
Yeah, I mean the last shirts I had made, we've done polo shirts this year for our staff, and we also did Bolt Bash t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like my apparel this year, but hoodies should be a good thing to make next.
They're just so versatile. I mean, you're always traveling or going to events or just wearing them to when you go play. If you're outside, they're very, very good things to have.
Gets cold in retail when the heaters are not on. Well, next time you come into the store, ask our wonderful retail associates to turn that thing on, because they have full, I guess, they're the ones that control it. So ask those guys. And if they're not doing their job.
That heater is a scorcher too. I love that thing.
Oh, I know, it's nice.
Is that Roman who said that comment?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
I wasn't gonna.
Well, you
correct
turned the heater on then. That's your fault. No. Yeah, that is a you problem, unfortunately.
So let's see here. If my Christmas wish actually comes true, I'd probably die of shock.
Ross, we were talking about actually trying to fulfill yours.
What was this?
I don't want to spoil
Yeah,
it.
we
in case
can't.
we
Hey,
do.
you don't even get.
I don't want to spoil it, but
I can't remember what he asked for.
Well,
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're not saying no.
Are the Infernos good? Yes. The Wolverine Infernos are actually very good engines, very cost-effective as well. And Wolverine has a great warranty system, and truthfully, anybody I've talked to with an Inferno loves them. I used to use Wolverines very regularly when the SMP came out, and they've been fantastic ever since. So, no problem with them. So
Yes, live is being bumped till Thursday. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go in order. But yes, we will be having our live stream, for anybody who's curious, Thursday next week, where we're giving the MP40 away. So if you missed that, now you know that.
All
and
right.
you'll be good.
So we're all caught up. So go ahead and fire any other questions off. I want to. Steve text or It's funny. It's okay. I love it. I'm just kidding. Let me see here.
Here, I got a good one while you're looking.
I want to pull up Instagram because of all the.
You have unlocked a long response with this question.
Uh-oh, what is it? Where?
PTW systems worth the
Oh,
price.
there you go. Uh-oh. I know Tom might be watching. You're about to get a Tom response from Wes.
No, I know how to keep it. I know how to wrap it up. Short and sweet, no. The PTWs are not worth their money. The Systemic PTW system a couple years ago, and when it first came out, was the cream of the crop. They are absolute monster airsoft guns. They had technology that's never been seen before. And this is coming from someone who's owned many of them and has owned them for a very long time, and I love them to death. I love the system with my whole heart. So if you own one, don't take this personally because you probably feel the same way. The PTW system, in my personal opinion, has been surpassed by a lot of airsoft guns just with the advances in technology that's been put into airsoft guns. And with the lack of support from Sistema that we don't see, you're going to be paying a lot of money for used systems with not a lot of aftermarket support or support from the company. You're going to spend a lot of money getting them running, keeping them running, finding parts for them, finding magazines for them. And truthfully, they take a lot of work to get them to shoot as far, if not, or further than an HPA engine, which you can build for a third of the price. Now, the value of a Sistema PTW is found in the fact that it is a Sistema PTW. They are nostalgic, they're snappy, they feel good, they do shoot good. They have magazine cutoff feature. They have planetary gears that are unlike any other gearbox of any other airsoft gun. And you get to say, yeah, this is a Sistema PTW.
There's bragging rights with it, especially with those old players that it carries weight with.
Yeah.
I remember coming up in this hobby, and one guy at the field had a PTW, and he was
Cream of the crop.
Yeah, that gun was cream of the crop.
So
and there's some cool versions of them out there. Like for instance, there's an MP5 version, and Ross had recently found. Sorry. Ross had recently. What did you find again? That was
Type 89.
a Type 89, which seemingly was only issued to Japanese military forces for training. So to find one of those in the wild or for the public or a publicly owned one is priceless. I mean, it'd be priceless.
yeah.
So very, very cool technology, and very, like Wes said, carries a certain weight.
So to wrap it up, worth the price. It is only worth it if you feel that the system is worth it for yourself.
In direct response, I assume, E-House says, not in the year of our Lord in 2024-25. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like the technology is probably pretty much caught up with everything else.
It is.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, Ross, I got my bonus and was eyeing up the Gustav. Do not spend your Christmas bonus from whatever company you work for on a Gustav. Do not. I will personally refund you, and you will not get that. That is a waste of money. You are lucky. Do not squander that bonus. Spend it on something or save it. But it's not the Gustav. Don't do it. That's please. Who's playing Santa this year? Well, that's going to determine how big the elf costume is whenever it comes.
Is that going to determine what I'm wearing? Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So we'll see how big the costume is. Our Santa costume is massive. It was only $15. That's what we were given to work with. We have a $15 Santa costume, which has a great vibe. The picture that was on our Instagram was me in it, and it is hilarious. So this gift is going to be gift enough to everybody. So thank you all for submitting once again. Wes looking sexy AF. Well, ACS. All I gotta say is, what the hell? I'm sitting right next to this guy, and you could have said both.
I take my time in the morning.
I do
Just
not
kidding.
take my time.
I don't either.
No, I do not take my time in the morning.
I trim my beard once a week, and it's usually Tuesday night because it's like the only time I'm in front of the camera. I'm like, well, I should probably
Somebody commented Kazakhstan, and all I have to say to that is, Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world. Borat reference, sorry. Maybe the real value, Sistema, is the friends we made along the way.
You are not wrong, because that is one small group of people. To run into people who are still running them, it's like an instant brother, good to see you.
I've never owned one.
Yeah.
I would own one, but I don't really have.
They're cool. I like them, but they're just fun to own.
Aw, thank you, Gray Bush. I appreciate that.
Well, I'll take
At least somebody loves me. No, not. I can't get lucky yet. I can't get. This is my
Really?
Christmas wish would be to be loved and
I love
cherished.
you. And cherish you. My fellow Euro trash.
That's true. That's true.
Corvette owners of Airsoft. You know,
That's a comparison that you could probably touch on. I don't know.
honestly, that's like kind of accurate.
Old guys in the community.
Yeah, who just
Well,
leave
just
them
like-
stock and they're
Yeah.
like, 1 of 28 ever made, original paint, never winter driven.
They show up to the field and they like set it up in like their gun bag really nice, and they have like a little plaque that says like 1 out of 398.
Yeah. Sistema PTW, manufacture date.
You have a folding chair to like Air Monarchs. You just
You
sit
get
there.
the Monarchs on. Guys are walking by Chrono, you're like, pretty nice, huh? That is actually very
it's an
good.
automatic.
Yeah, it's an auto. It's only got 752
Just
shots.
sell your
through
son
it.
and buy another Titan too. Jeez, you're pricing your human being pretty low. I mean, Titans are awesome, but it's not like they're that.
Kids are also kind of low on the totem pole, in my
Ooh.
opinion.
Ooh, he said it. I didn't.
I don't
I
know.
was kidding.
Yeah, you're right.
Garage kept Sistema PTW, only 700 shots, never seen winter or rain.
I've actually never seen. There's a question, so I'll take it at no on the GMP mechanical HP gearbox. I have never actually. If I have seen one, I didn't know it. I've never actually used one. I don't. Did you ever experience?
Hang on, there might be a question that
question
we
about it?
missed, and if I missed it,
I
I'm
don't remember seeing it.
very
we
sorry.
might have missed it.
Yeah,
He
but
might just be. I thought he was saying just like, would you say? I think maybe he was just implying like you guys wouldn't recommend one of these, would you? That's how I read it. I don't know if I don't remember ever seeing anything about
oh,
it.
can you guys?
Oh, it was up top.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, we missed that.
Question: Can you guys work on a GMP mechanical HPA gearbox? And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Sorry for missing your question.
It's an Airsoft system.
I would email in. I don't see why not if it's as simple as like an N7 or any other mechanical counterparts. I would email in and ask because our techs would be the ones that say yes and or no to that. I guess and or it's either yes or no. But
Yes, and
yeah, but logical fallacy there. But yeah, email in sales@airsoft.com. Ask the same question as you asked us, and the techs will get back to you and tell you if they can work on it.
Yeah.
I will say though, no matter what, right now there's gonna be a little bit of a waiting period because of the holiday season, and we're backed up, just
But-
by virtue of having so many builds.
But yeah, they're going to be the ones to be able to answer that. So. Knew you'd appreciate it. I did. Great reference.
That is a good one.
That's such a good comparison.
My wife would kill me. I could. Chilling on lunch. God bless Gat, tis baby in the summer of '69, post faking my death to dodge the draft. Yes?
Is that a song?
No, that is not a song.
Oh, okay, I figured if anyone would know it, it'd be you.
Yeah, that's just him being a silly goose.
Sorry, I don't get
Merry
your
Christmas,
reference.
Merry Christmas. I haven't been here in a while. Well, welcome back.
We missed your presence.
Sup, fellas, I need help. Which one would you rather do for AMS DMR roll? 1. NGRS 417. 2. VFC M110. ENC G28. You can do all upgrades you want. I'll be watching later for answers. I don't. ENC G28. I don't. Is that a
Come on,
different-
Ross. What is that?
Research us ENC G28. Well, I could.
I'm gonna wait until I see.
Yeah, see what
this
that is. I would do the old Elite Force, like the VFC G28. Absolutely. Like I would.
Maybe
probably-
that's what he meant.
that might be. The G28 essentially.
Sorry.
I think look up ENC Airsoft alone. Well, that's the VFC one. That's the old one.
ENC.
I would have Ryan here at the office has a G28 that's fully built out, air stocked, and it shoots really well.
Maybe like the A and K. Instead of
I'm
ENC.
not. The only G28 I know of is the Elite Force one.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
What is it?
That's
Yeah, I mean EC. It looks like a G20. What's this?
it looks like a G28.
Yeah. Is it an AG? Is it a? Okay.
Yeah, they do actually.
Well, I don't know anything about.
E2 gearbox?
Okay.
Interesting. I love the G28 platform. I love the VFC one. Like I said, I would pick that one for sure if it was more readily available. I
Eric.
have a VF. What?
NGRS DMR sounds like a recipe for suffering.
I do have a NGRS Scar H, and I love that
That's
gun.
hilarious.
I did have it worked on by a tech that can upgrade. Fatco Customs. I had Fatco Customs build me a Scar H. It shoots very well, but I don't have it turned up to that chrono roll just because I want to be able to use it everywhere. But I fully recommend an NGRS, especially if you could get it worked on. Especially since you're asking for AMS, I'm sure you're familiar with Fatco, so like that's a great investment. And the VFC M110, we could build one for you, HP8. Plus we have them. The M110 is kind of the progression of the G28, really in the Airsoft world and the real world a little bit, but the VFC M110, very cool.
I would probably do the VFC M110, no doubt. I think it's just, I've held those.
They're nice.
They feel nice, they look nice, and honestly, we've HPA'd a few of them, and they always end up shooting really well.
Yeah.
And truthfully, if I was going to build a DMR, it would be HPA'd because I'd want it to be quiet and shoot a heavy BB. And I feel like that's going to be the best platform for combining all three of those elements.
Yeah, I agree. I think the M110 is going to be your best bet. It's going to be the easiest to get, easiest to work on, easiest to get upgrades for, and like, it's the newest one out there, really.
I mean, having a 417 NGRS would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I think for that specific role, it's kind of like that mentality of LMGs and DMRs, HPAM. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's
Right.
good question, though. I think that's going to be where I land. And then just to stay on this topic for a second, ENC is an OEM for a bunch of other companies. You don't see them distributed in the U.S. a ton.
Interesting.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. But yeah, I did not know that.
The MDRX is also, that's a good point. It's a 308 mag, so you could build one out for a DMR technically. It'd be pretty interesting. Do you have a coupon code coming up? I want to get an article to it if possible. I would go to our website and check right now. I'm not sure if it's on other than AMP products. But I know we do have like a winter sale going on right now. And if not, keep your eyes peeled later this month because I do believe there might be another sale coming up on everything. Don't quote me on that, but that's your hint.
Your probably best bet is going to be the Christmas sale into the New Year's sale. There's a sale going on all the time, so just go take a look at the website. All the
I love
infos.
how nice Alex is to me. Nerds and Eric have arrived. He's just...
Well, there you go. That's your love that you've been looking forward to this whole live.
Good things come to those who wait.
You're right.
That's all I gotta
Very
say.
true. You are so...
Oh yeah. All right, let's get a question off of the Instagram. When are you guys doing the Christmas video? Like we said earlier, dropping soon on Christmas, more than likely.
Columbus.
Is HPA worth it? I would say so.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you excited for in 2025?
For myself?
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm going to try to play more Airsoft on a personal level and like kind of go back to why I started playing and like do things in that regard. I think that's exciting. I mean, I was at the prison. I went for myself. I bought a ticket and I did my thing. It was just like just went and played. And it was fun. And I think that doing that more is going to be, will be a lot of fun. Man, it's popping this week. Y'all were missing us last week, I guess. Got all your questions.
Everybody's home for the holidays. It would appear.
Like that.
I was snapping Adam, and he's like, "Yeah, yesterday's my last day till the new year." I'm like, "Wow, must be nice."
So is DePietros. DePietros are coming back until after the new
Yeah,
year.
I know. It's crazy.
And he works here.
Yeah, strategic.
I am excited for, and this will probably be for you too, but I'm excited to continue to build my German impression kit and run that kit at events throughout the year. I have a little wish list that I need to message around for some pouches, some other cool uniform things, but I'm excited to keep building that and use it at some good events. So
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
You, but with a Grom kit. That's a
Yeah, I
Euro,
want to do
Euro
that
trash.
as well. Euro trash.
Do y'all know any Indiana players, new fields, open fields around, and we're looking for a 5-parter team competing for money, speed, and milsim? I don't know of any Indiana fields, personally, off the top of my head, other than like events that like I know like Muncie is in Indiana, but I'm just not familiar with the area. I'm sure there are
Unfortunately.
some fields somewhere, but you know,
That might be like a good Reddit post or something to see.
or simply Google like airsoft fields in Indiana, and you might be able to get some. Other than the rest of the question, that's going to be up to whatever field you may or may not partner with.
Right. Not a question, but I ordered some tag-ins from you guys for the first time last week, and you were the fastest at shipping them I've ever had. We'll be coming back for everything I need. Well, that means a lot. Seriously. I mean, we work hard at doing that, so to hear that feedback in real time is really, really important. So thank you, and welcome aboard to our little family here.
A little family.
And thanks for stopping into the live. That's really cool.
Yes, thank you. Excited for VFC MP9. Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it. Ross, research. VFC MP9.
Hackerman.
Do you ever look at the hacker website where you just like hacking, and it just like shoots like random code
You know what
across
I'm
the screen?
excited for when it comes to MP9s? F2'd MP9s.
Shout out Scum Customs.
You didn't mean MP9, right? You meant MP9.
I would assume it was
VFC MP9. Maybe it's announced and not on the internet.
Yes.
Looks like I'm just getting M and
Feel free to DM us where you saw this announcement because I am curious.
Mhm.
Big if true.
Big if true.
Big if true. The war crimes I will now commit in Eric's name off the Bosnia. Ooh. I don't know about that one, Chief. Don't no endorsement here.
No endorsement. Do you guys have a plan?
For new airsoft gun builds.
Oh, myself, I'm going to try to HP my 416. New plans. I still want a FAMAS.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to Ant. He said the cyber gun's the way to go. The TM is not really viable for
Yeah,
a lot of upgrades.
Like version 1 gearbox.
Yeah,
it doesn't
so that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Airsoft guns, I'm just kind of building them for fun. I don't really have any that I need at this point. You?
Yeah, no, I hear you. There's like guns that I want, but I don't really have a reason for them, so I'm probably not going to buy them. I've been like wanting an MCX for a while. I know they were cool like 3 years ago, but like I still like them a lot. I do like want a saw mod. I want to build like a gun I want another 74U, to be honest. This is just stuff that I have kind of crossed my mind. Not that I'm going to do, but I would like to have a 74U that's like all CQB legal, so I could just run in that fields and not have to worry about it being like right on the edge like all of my other guns. It's a little difficult.
Yeah. I honestly think the MP9, F2'd MP9,
Is that something you want to do?
I think it'd be something I'd like to do
Yeah, me too. It would be cool.
for the Vant.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Absolutely.
Little 3000 tank on the back of the shield.
Did you see? I think it was Demeach that posted a Fort Vant harness with Molly and everything.
I didn't see that. I usually see most of his posts. Dang.
I think it was him.
Yeah.
I'll double check for you.
Yeah, if you see it, send it. Oh, here's a question. I ordered a PTS OZ9 and had questions regarding the size. Is it a G19 or 17 spec? And what's the difference between the basic and the Ultra $600 one? Man, I was just holding this thing yesterday.
Yeah, Wes literally said, "Have you been out to retail?" And I was like, "No, why?" He's like, "Did you see that this gun is $600?" I was like,
Yeah, I knew about it, and then I really did get like and not
Sticker
to
shock.
not to sound like pretentious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've spent a lot of money on airsoft guns, but like picking up an airsoft handgun and going, wow, this costed more than my real Glock, is an interesting, like, that one really took me back. I think the biggest thing that I noticed is it has an upgraded barrel, bucking, It has the fluted, or no, what's the dimpled outer
Yeah.
barrel.
I think the $600 version is literally just like it's made out of much higher quality parts or materials.
Yeah.
The materials are much all the base materials are much higher quality.
It's an RMR plate as well.
I believe it's 17 spec. It's a 17
Yeah,
size.
it is.
So not 19. So yeah, it's cool. I just don't. I personally, I love PTS. They do a great job with everything. I would not spend $600 on a airsoft
Pistol.
gas pistol like that.
Yeah, I mean, I do know that to accommodate for the RMR plate that is recessed in the slide like a real one, the blowback housing did have to be redesigned to be like smaller and fit there, which is a pretty large undertaking for an airsoft company.
Yeah, that's a whole entire. There's entire, like you said, rework, and that's probably what you're paying for too. And that price is the R&D.
So that's a big one. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks good. It feels good. It cycles nice. It's an overall really nice handgun. It's just I'd have to kind of be at like the point of I don't know what else to buy anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'd love to try it. I'd love to
This is an
put it.
interesting magazine that you're looking through. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. That's cool. What is Just go back one page. Go back one more page. No, the other way. Sorry. One more. Go one more. No, keep going back the other way. No, you're good. There was a page with like a G28 or M1 or something. Go. Yeah, that short one. SDMR. That's interesting. Is there a G28 too?
Yeah, this is the G28 down right, and the M110's up left.
So they do have a G28 now.
They do, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. That's alrighty.
Yeah, the PSG one though.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
interesting.
hard.
That's a classic.
Gas
Xbox
blowback.
right there.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't need to buy it.
Yes,
Put the
you
heartbeat
do.
scanner on that one.
Indeed, you
That's
do.
not in Black Ops.
Which one is that? It is in Black Ops, right?
The heartbeat sensor?
No, sorry, not the heartbeat sensor. I meant,
Come on, Ross.
I meant the gun, not the heartbeat sensor.
The gun, yes.
The PSG one isn't it another? Isn't it a multiple
It's in a
Call of
couple,
Duties?
yeah. PSG one.
Is it?
I don't remember. I just know for a fact it's a Black
I just
Ops.
remember the PSG one having like the guy's arm when he reloads. He would like. It was like the weirdest. If you just
Flip
watch it, yeah, he just like flips his hand out of the way. It's like really strange to watch. But anyway, I digress.
Right off that pistol, just so we have the same thought. Not paying $600 for a Gunner. I can't believe it's not a Glock. I'll tell you that. There you go. Yeah, I'd rather have. I would rather pay the more money for the licensed Glock. But luckily, I don't have to, because that's what I'm going to go with at the end of the day.
Yeah, see, the basic OZ9 they offer is super sweet. TM spec for parts, overhaul with mech bucking and gaskets, stainless steel barrels, suppressor sights. It's sweet. And comparing the two, I went, what the
What to F?
What the expletive?
what
the-
the fart?
What the fudge?
But yeah, I agree. I mean, when it comes to like factory upgrades, they're very nice to have. But any like mild airsoft player knows how to upgrade an airsoft gun to a degree. So it's like, it's not really worth spending that much necessarily. You know.
Does it come with the PTS sight? The RMR?
No.
Is it a PTS sight or
No,
is
it's
it
a Trigicon.
Yeah,
Is it a
looks,
Trigicon?
yeah, that looks like a little.
Don't come
Trigi.
with one.
Well,
I'd be
we
buying
didn't-
the gun.
What?
We didn't put it on there for photos, right?
There might have been a
Those
photo.
are probably PTS photos.
Yeah, it might have been from PTS.
Oh, okay. I thought it came on it, that's why.
If it came with a real Trigicon sight, then yeah, it would be worth
They'd be out-
$600.
Well, that's what I
It'd be
thought.
out-
I was
it'd be
like,
out of
it's half the
stock.
price of the RMR. Like, I
Well,
don't
a
know.
real Trigicon's like 700.
Yeah, it's
but
more. It's more. It actually is also more than the Glock.
But quite interesting. I don't want to miss the one question. Where is it? Since when was K1A GBB a thing? They also making a Colt SMG 633, which is online too. I guess it's not, but it was posted somewhere. I'll look for the
You'll
picture.
have to let us know because we had Ross look into the VFC catalog and we could not find any news of these. It's not that we don't believe you. I haven't seen anything myself of an actual.
Mm-hmm.
And they should realistically come up whenever he looks for them.
Oh, got my MDRX Micron figured out. Shoots like a dream. Fantastic. I'm glad. Those are very cool guns. Pretty proprietary, but once you get them working, I'm sure they shoot great. They shoot great out of the box. So.
Scum Customs MP9 will be my next build for me.
That makes sense. That tracks. Oops.
Yeah.
Tracks.
I would have to say you wouldn't surprise me if you were the first one to get one.
I should run a PKP and a Vant at MSW sometime. I hope I absolutely destroy my spine. Yeah, you should make it where like the sling comes out of the front of the. Like you have a mounting point that comes out from the front of the PKP, so you could just have the front point, or out of the front of the Vant, so it hinges on the PKP. So you could hold the shield up and then one hand the back, so the front it just swivels. I don't think that would be allowed. I think you'd be.
I don't think.
I think you'd be able to do it. I don't know. I maybe we'll see. Try it.
Yeah, try it. Do it. Go for it.
Try it. I'm just kind of rambling about it now. Alrighty.
So I live in a small town where it is impossible to get HPA tanks filled. So my question is a hand pump worth it? Oops, took the words out of my mouth. Umrex does sell a compressor for like $500 that fills your tanks. The hand pumps
Yeah,
are
that's in stock. Can you look that up, Ross? The Umrex compressor. Just look up compressor. It should just come up.
the hand pumps are
on
nice
our website. Yeah.
for small tanks. Like a 13-3000, you can usually get away with filling almost all the way because they have a smaller capacity. But trying to fill a 4500 or a larger 3000, you're going to be at it for hours. And truthfully, it's not.
And you could bring this one with you to fields too. I mean, it's slow, but it will work. This is ours is it's $600. We have one in stock right now on our website.
We have 4 in stock.
4. I'm sorry.
They're $700.
They're $700 at the end of the day. But if you don't have another choice, this is a really really good alternative.
You can charge people at your local field.
Yeah, you can try. Yeah, you can make the money back. It has jumper cable, so I assume it doubles as a jump pack.
No, it probably uses the power off your car battery.
Oh, I see.
Because it doesn't have an internal battery.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, it comes with a 12-volt cord too.
That's cool. But that is an option.
Yeah, but I mean the hand pumps will allow you to put a couple hundred to maybe 1,000 psi in your tank. And if you're really on a tight budget, it will work. You're just going to be at it for a while. Hey, it might be a good workout routine. 30 minutes a day. Put some air in your tank.
And maybe you're good.
Mm-hmm. 6mm Pro Shop FAL. Does this have proprietary mags? More than likely.
Yeah, I believe it does. I mean,
Yes,
yeah, it does.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it does. And they're kind of hard to find.
they are. There's someone who 3D prints them now.
Oh, yeah.
S&T is also dropping an SKS AAG. Allegedly. I mean, that's
sick.
That's just based off of something that they said is in the works in the next 5 years.
Bolt Bash? Yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing it at Bolt Bash.
Shot
Yeah,
show?
sorry, Shot
Same
Show.
thing.
Same
I mean,
thing.
what's the difference?
Yeah,
they're
they're pretty much
same
the
level,
same
level of event.
Same event. One's just
Yeah, a lot of those
Bolt Bash is
those
better.
guns that S&T claim that they're coming out with, I believe them. It's just like I'll also believe it more whenever they're like coming out.
I would
with
love
the
to
actual
own that.
product. The FG42 looks cool. I mean, this was big news like a month ago about their
Exciting.
upcoming products. But here we
Yeah, I want
know.
the SVT.
Oh, yeah.
We'll finish the trifecta. I'll get the FG42. Wes will get the SKS.
I'll get the SVT.
Oh, no, I want the SVT, actually, because I've been using it
Oh
in
my
World at War.
God.
The SVT's great.
You
I love this
screwed
thing
it
in
up.
Tarkov.
But I do think.
The SKS is also good. Does it come with the bayonet?
Sit down. What are you doing?
I was looking at the freaking SVT. I didn't know they were making. I didn't know they were making an SVT. I can't see from
At
my
the end of the
angle.
day, I will say, put it on the monitor up top.
That monitor doesn't even work, bro.
No.
Yeah, because I'm plugged into that one.
Yeah.
I've never built this computer, only plugged the HDMI's in the motherboard.
Yeah, not the.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they don't all work.
Yeah, when I first got that computer, I was like, dude, none of these HDMI ports are working.
Half of them don't work.
Yeah, no, that computer's fighting for its life.
Yeah.
Yes, to sum that all up, I will believe it when I see it. Hopefully they do come out, but 5 years is a long time for R&D and the creation of an airsoft gun.
All right. Fusion engine or F2, or what HPA system if you want good indoor and outdoor play in a Daniel Defense Mark 18? Truthfully, if you're buying a VFC, I always resort back to the Fusion engine. The Fusion engine was designed around a VFC airsoft gun as the specs when manufacturing the Fusion engine, so I think that's probably your best bet. You have that button on a Fusion engine, which can allow you to have really, really snappy and good feedback for your semi-auto trigger response when you're playing indoors. Not that it's any slower or faster than an F2, but I personally like the physical button rather than the switch that you do experience with your F2s and your drop-in systems. So personally, I really like the Fusion engines when it comes to that. It's full gearbox replacement, so you can hold on to your entire gearbox just in case you ever want to convert back. And if it's going into a VFC, it's going to be a super, super easy install. Shouldn't take you more than like 30 minutes. And they shoot amazing. And you can upgrade them. You get cool colors. You can get one with my face on it. Yeah, get a Fusion engine.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Yes, the pic that you sent to the DMs is, in fact, what I was thinking of as well, which is just a black and white picture. And we'll see someday if it actually comes out. So when will Crytek drop the fabled Origin 12? I don't know. I probably know as much. I know as much as you do about anything coming up, to be honest.
Also saw a Groza kit for the Sega, which looks goofy but cool for the TM Sega.
Interesting.
That would be interesting. That's something I feel Ross would use.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I
Yep.
knew you would.
I didn't know. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
All right.
Frag, we already talked about that, about the two Rosses fighting to the death.
It happened.
It happened. That's
this
why
is
our
sick.
Ross is
That,
alive.
okay, that's kind of
This is
hard.
sweet. Yo, wait, what? Dude, this is the whole back half of it. How does this work?
That's interesting. How do you reload that thing? Remember how hard it was to reload it with a grip?
Yeah, because you have to rock it in. That grip's definitely in the way.
That looks miserable.
Yeah. It's cool.
It is kind of neat.
Oh, it's canted. Dude, the drum mag's crazy.
It is pretty neat.
Wow.
Looks like it weighs 1,000,000 pounds.
These are sweet builds. I want this.
Yeah. Best way to correct nozzle alignment. I feel like it's a super overlooked part of the HPA build process, but causes so many accuracy issues when not done correctly. You're absolutely correct. And pretty much every HPA install video we do talk on nozzle alignment. For those who don't know what nozzle alignment is real quick, it's essentially if you look down the barrel of your airsoft gun into the hop-up chamber where your HPA engine nozzle enters the hop-up chamber, you want it completely centered with the same amount of gap around the nozzle in a circular, view. And sometimes when installing HPA engines, they will be down or right or left and causing a hook to the BB when you pull the trigger. Correcting nozzle alignment can be done in many different ways. It depends on what tools and equipment you have available to you. The simplest and the cheapest way to correct nozzle alignment is if your nozzle is too low in the hop-up chamber, you take your gearbox or HPA engine, we'll say gearbox out if you're using a drop-in engine, or gearbox if you're using a Fusion engine, and insert layers of electrical tape on the bottom of your gearbox shell where it comes in contact with the lower receiver. We're talking about an M4 specifically because that is the most common use. And you will slowly increase the amount of electrical tape on the bottom to raise the nozzle into the hop-up chamber. The beauty of electrical tape, it's very thin, it doesn't compress over time, and it is easily adjustable for fine tuning. The same aspect can be applied to the left and right side of the gearbox shell inside of your lower receiver, so you can do left and right. Now, the trickiest nozzle alignment adjustment is going to be bringing nozzle alignment down. The place that I like to place your electrical tape is on the back of the lower receiver, right where the buffer tube screw comes in and tightens down onto your gearbox, and you place your electrical tape above the hole where the buffer tube screw comes in, which will essentially, if you're looking down your gearbox shell, you will put pressure on the top, pushing it down, bringing that nozzle alignment down. Then the other way, you can drill into the side of your gearbox shell, put a screw in, or tap your hole in your gearbox shell, put a screw in, and then what that'll do is apply pressure left and right that you can adjust with a screw. But that one is a little bit more difficult, takes a little bit more time, and some people don't have a drill press, drill bits, tap set, screws lying around, but electrical tape is very easily, readily available. And that's the easiest way to adjust your nozzle alignment in a very quick format. We do have a full video on nozzle alignment as well on the Amped YouTube channel, so I highly recommend you go check that out. Get a lot of good information from that. And if you do have any other questions on a personal level, like if you're struggling with something on your build, shoot us an email at tech@ampedairsoft.com, and we can, personally, give you some assistance with maybe a problem you're having that might be specific to your airsoft gun. So, sorry.
In response, thank you very much for all the info. You guys rock.
It's all Wes.
I just I understand the concepts, but Wes has done it in practice, so it's easier for him to go in there and give you guys a recollection. All these are pretty much about the Rosses fighting. I'm not going to even read them.
We're not having a fight to the death with our Rosses.
Yes. Alrighty. So when will you get the ML36 rebuilds kit in? Good question. I have no idea.
I think we're supposed to be having a conversation with Tag here pretty soon, so hopefully not super long.
Let's do another one on the phone.
Another one on the phone.
On the phone. What's this meme that we posted? We have a new meme up, everybody. It's like, I remember whenever we sit down and make these, and then I forget about them, and then they come back out, and then they're like, oh yeah.
So the MP40 giveaway when? Next
week.
Thursday.
Next Thursday, yes.
We will not be having our live on Wednesday, but we will be having it on Thursday. So we'll still have our weekly live. Oh yes, this Friday is Amped Night. Come play at our field.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be playing, Ross will be playing, Wes will be playing, others will be playing.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of people there.
Amped Airsoft employees and adjacents will also be there. So come down, play. We're a super welcoming, fun group to play with.
Yeah, seriously, it's a great time.
Friday evening. You don't have to get here right at 4. We'll be open all through the evening. So
yeah, come play. Seriously, it's the most fun we all have. It's lots of people, constant gameplay. It's great. We all look forward to it in the office.
It will definitely be busy and enough people to play a lot of Airsoft with. So
yeah, get your friends together and come play some BB guns. And you can shop at the store.
And you could do your last minute Christmas shopping for others or yourself.
Remember, you're the most important person in your life.
Take care of yourself before others. That's the doctrine we live by. Put yourself first. Go ahead. Road trip for Amp Night? Yeah, you guys aren't doing that. I would love for you guys to come out, but you're not going to do it.
Prove him wrong.
You're not going to be able to prove me wrong because you're not going to do it. You won't. You should.
He's talking smack, bro. You better be here. That's how we should start advertising. It's just.
Well, last time Frag was out there, I'll just remember him turning corners, barely able to see through his really foggy. What that Russian helmet is? That looks like an Imperial officer's helmet. And then he has these one-handing the B10, just turning corners, barely able to see. So he has his head up like this, so he can see out the cracks of his where it hasn't fogged yet. He's just shooting this stupid thing. I'm also making fun of him.
But yeah, make sure you come out. I'm semi-serious. See, he's already.
Oh, I'm dead serious. You guys won't do anything. Pull up. Call yourself Pampers because you'll pull up.
Last question. Not for the live, but from Rain Shadow Airsoft. You can ask as many questions as you want. But what's your recommendation on the perfect gearbox/receiver combo for a jack engine? When it comes to doing drop-in engines, since you are using a gearbox shell from an AEG, I always recommend keeping the manufacturer the same between the two. So if you have a VFC lower receiver and upper receiver, use a VFC gearbox shell. You're going to have the best luck and the least trouble with your nozzle alignment when you do so. I haven't personally seen a gearbox shell that works better than the one that it comes in, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So like, if you have a SEMA lower, I wouldn't be like, yeah, VFC gearbox shells work better in SEMA lowers than the SEMA gearbox shell. I don't know of any that are like that. There might be, but in my opinion, if you're building like a Franken gun or you're using parts, try to match the lower, upper, and gearbox shell in the same brand, and you'll have the least amount of trouble. What is this?
Yeah, that's the. I did see the picture of the clay guns before they're. They probably have nothing in them. They're probably just that clay guns. And then scroll to the next one. There are some random pictures of like something that looks like a trade show like that, which I don't. There's no obviously information on it, so it could. A lot of what happens sometimes in the airsoft industry is that they'll release stuff like that and it might just like not ever come out. We hope it does, but there's like with like such minimal information. It was just somebody that took a picture in passing. If it's VFC and it's gas blowback, it's also very hard to know if we're gonna actually even get it in the United States. I'm hopeful, but I also try to stay realistic. The MP9 is cool.
Ooh.
It has the yeah, it's interesting.
So real quick for this range shadow, I appreciate your advice. I've had so much trouble with my APS receiver. APS is notorious for fighting, unfortunately, fighting anything. They're very, very tricky to work on. To be honest, man, you're probably going to have your work cut out for you when it comes to APS. I don't know what it is. Ant has just arrived. He might have an opinion on why APS is that way. But from my experience, APS just doesn't play nice with really anything.
I know.
So,
yes, he's about to say what.
So just
Chat, what does APS stand for?
So just don't get discouraged though when you are working on your gun, because I don't want, like, they fight really experienced techs. So just be cautious if you are like working really hard with your APS gun.
Yes.
So
yeah, I mean, these are all correct. I would
applied pain to self, you know. So just
POS.
Just be just remember that you're gonna have your work cut out for you, but nothing's impossible. And if you're putting an HP engine in it, you know.
But I love Demolition Range. APS cam. Well, we're fighting APS cam right now.
That's the 870s.
Yeah, it's that's a pain. That's also a pain in the ass.
That's-
We've been trying to get this gun up and running, and all we need are the mechanisms to make it fire.
Yeah, the striker.
And it is ridiculous.
I hate the
This
fact
was an L. We were gonna do a review on the APS striker, and like it's just like one thing after another that we need.
I always wanted to build one of the shell eject, like use a shell ejecting
It's cool.
shotgun.
It's just.
I know they're a
so
pain in the ass.
impractical. It's better.
It's expensive too.
They're just
Yeah.
better for a wall hanger if that's what you're into.
Yeah, but I mean they're cool. I would.
It is in utter pain.
Someone buy mine. I have a brand new one. There you go. You got the shells.
You got all the loading. You got the loading.
Yeah, do you have the
gas
whole-
loading pen thing?
You have the whole
And
thing.
I just need all that. I don't need the gun, unfortunately. And it would be the company because we.
Do you have the stuff that, like the loader and the shells?
We have. There's 8 shells in there now, by the way.
Oh.
We have shells, but now we need the loader. We literally put them in like 15 minutes ago. We got
We
them.
need the CO2 loader and the wads.
Yeah, and the wads to keep the BBs in. Best base sniper to make upgrades on.
Budget friendly JG VSR 10.
Anything VSR 10.
Tokyo Marui is a good one too, but you're spending more money.
The Silverback TAC 41 is pretty budget friendly.
Yeah, it's very good.
I have all that. Also the 12-gram charger, 2 shells. There you go.
Yeah.
So shoot us a DM. We want that charger.
Unless we could find it,
Yeah.
obviously. Shout out to Tom and Logan for helping me jerry-rig the shit out of my MTW prior to Salsk. Tom is God's greatest airsofter.
He knows his way around an airsoft gun.
There is no kidding. If that who he's picking as his best airsofter. Yes, Tom is very, very helpful.
Get a 3/8 hole punch and cardboard, and then you can have.
Yes,
the
we
plugs.
talked about that as well.
Okay. Remember when the Gen 1 APS cams were RS 870 spec? I do remember that. You could literally.
Yeah, I know.
show
It took 20 gauges. Yeah.
Airsoft cheaters hate this
dude, I
simple
remember-
trick.
I remember
one
I had one.
one
and it
shot.
broke. It broke. You couldn't get any parts because they found that out. They wouldn't bring them in the U.S.
I mean, I don't blame them for not I don't blame them for stopping because that's terrifying to a degree. Man, how'd you
That's
stop
good.
that intruder in APS airsoft shotgun?
Do you think my real shotgun will take APS shells then? The old APS shells?
Dude, that'd be a crazy experiment.
It could. I don't know.
Whatever happened to that guy that came with that conversion kit? Remember that was like years ago? Some guy had like a trailer and he stayed in the back. Somebody Kurt knew. And he had like a shotgun that shot airsoft. I don't even remember.
I don't remember. The first M870 was the only based move APS made.
And it instantly got banned from the U.S.
Shame. Oh my God, it's 2:01.
Oh, I didn't realize, dude. Last time I looked at the clock, it was 1:39.
We're just having too much fun.
We're just having too much fun.
But we are only allotted 1 hour. So if you guys, last minute things, next week our live will be on Thursday. Just remember that.
Yes, Thursday live.
And we're giving away the MP40. Go comment on the post.
You could reenact the Battle of Stalingrad in your backyard.
With this MP40, you can get it for free. So go check out that giveaway post. Join us this Friday at the Amped Airsoft Arena for Amp Night. A lot of us from the shop are going to be playing.
Yes.
And what was the other?
Frank,
I didn't even hear what you guys said already.
You said the field and.
Field.
Field, Thursday,
Oh.
MP40.
Do you know how to work on airsoft guns?
Oh, that's true.
We are hiring for
That
a
was the third
tech
one.
here at Amped Airsoft, so go ahead and apply.
And don't even bother asking if it's remote. We don't really care what the qualifications were in your past life, in your past airsoft career. We cannot do it remote. You will need to be here. So either you're moving to Pittsburgh, you're living in Pittsburgh, or you're commuting from wherever you freaking live. You gotta. It's in person.
But yeah, we're hiring for a tech. at
Come
Amped Airsoft.
come be part of this family. But yeah,
But in all seriousness,
Shoot us an email. Shoot us a DM. We'll answer
there
any
a part-
questions you have.
isn't there a tab on the website?
There is a tab. You can go right to the website and
Go to careers.
I think it's contact us, and there is a thing you fill out.
Yeah.
And then you could always just cold call or email us, sales@amptedairsoft.com, to ask questions, or just send your resume and say, I'm interested in the tech position.
And if I can get you here, I will figure out the Wiz Khalifa part.
Playable character. No, he's an NPC. You can only he has a limited dialogue. Black and yellow.
All right, yeah, we're getting
Yes.
we're getting
Yeah.
crazy. We're getting a little wild here.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, enjoy your holidays with your family, and we will see you guys next Thursday.